Woo! Woo! Thank you once again. Our wonderfully made intro by Arthur, the man of the hour. It's wonderful to have you here, Marina and Arthur. Thank you for being here on the show tonight.
I had nothing else to do.
Thank you for being here. I figured.
Well, it was this or online bingo, so you know.
It's better than Candy Crush, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Better than Candy Crush.
No, I sit there with the little bubbles and try and blow them up.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. There's another one that I noticed that's like a king, and he has to push something and it drops down. And I mean, I've never played it, but I saw the
Is that
ad.
Elon Musk and Trump?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. And his little snot that wiped his snot on the presidential desk.
The Resolute desk.
The Resolute desk. Anyway,
You're not the president. Out of the mouths of babes. Thank you, Art Linkletter. And kids say the darndest things.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So you can put some questions up. I'm not sure. We have some things we want to talk about.
Did I just see a troll?
I just got rid of them.
I just got rid of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. They that's the one that's the worst, the Tarot Destroyer, because they magnify it 100 times.
Don't they live under a bridge somewhere?
I think you're right. They do. Yes.
Yeah, and see that.
They just want to shake things up for us. That's all. Yeah.
Absolutely, because
Yes, I like it shaken, not stirred. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. Because we all get so terrified when they show up.
I know. Yes, that's right.
They have no idea that itching isn't going to go away on its own, and it's cause for concern. I'd see a doctor about that.
And they just came back, and I just got rid of them again. Yeah. So they are bots. Yeah. Thanks, Charlie.
Yes,
yep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Somebody gave me this. I can always get some pins.
Oh yeah, there you go. That looks like something Sherry would have given out. Is it?
Yes.
Gee.
Yeah. We got one too.
No, I don't. I would never do that because it comes back.
I know it does. Yeah.
I just tell other people to do it.
I have to tell everybody that's here, and yourself included, that I'm sorry, but you are not the employee of the week or the month.
No. There you go.
This person is the employee of the month. Yeah. And the best part of this was that Marina got this from a friend of hers in Croatia.
My cousin in Croatia sent that to me.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
He's not in his Ronald McDonald outfit. His McDonald's outfit.
Oh,
it's
Lord.
Just,
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you for sharing.
I have to tell you guys, I got an envelope in the mail it was just a couple of days ago. Anyway, what it came from Sherry. It was a Christmas card. And I'm going to see if I can't get this part up there. Do you see where it says date posted? Someone had put an arrow. It was posted on December 18th.
Oh, my Lord.
December 18th. And it just arrived here a couple days ago.
I was at the post office to mail something, and she asked, when would you like it to get there? I said, Christmas 2026.
And she said, ooh, cutting it.
Everyone's laughing. I said, do you think I'm kidding?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why. Well, it's because of the tariffs. That's why, for the stamp.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Of course, accordingly, he's supposed to get rid of that as well. And he's firing the whole postal board. But before we get to some other things, I wanted to mention that, what was it that I wanted to mention? HUD. Today at HUD. The people were told they had to come back from into the office. And so as they walked into the HUD building in Washington, D.C., all the small little cameras that were all along the wall were AI of our orange turd sucking the toes of Elon Musk.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to get rid of it.
They didn't know how to get rid of it, so everybody had to go around. They had them unplugging the TVs.
Yeah. It reminds me of one of those shows that I was watching called, I think it was called Day Zero or something like that with Robert De Niro. It's a great show on Netflix. So if you get a chance, watch it. Yeah.
Oh, he's the ex-president?
Yes, he's the ex-president. Yep. And, Bobby's a good ex-president, isn't he? I think he must be. Yeah. So Brookline Girl, I see you donated to Arthur's channel. So if you're welcome to put in whatever question it is that you would like, we can answer it. That's fine. We were going to do some I can't think. God, my brain is dead. Oh, you're ready? We were going to do some things that are happening in the news, but we can do a couple of readings, and especially since you donated, that was very nice of you. Annie,
thank you.
I had that happen to me. I had somebody say, I got your Christmas card back, and it said, and she took a picture of it, and it said no such address, and it was my address. So yeah,
but and then you got the next one was your voting ballot.
Yes, there you go. Of course. Oh, would these people go away? Honestly, I just got rid of them again. I don't know why we're getting this evening. Anyway, all right. Brookline Girl.
The more trolls we get means we're doing something right.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what somebody said. Oh, he was French kissing his feet. Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my God.
I just ate. Don't show it, please.
I know. No, I'm not going to. No, I don't want to see it.
I did see it. I was howling. Actually, I was howling.
Yeah.
No one else wants it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Motivational. But I've lived here. This place has been around since '89. So it's definitely not a new development. But yeah, we're dealing with maybe a new carrier. Yeah, that's very possible. Yeah. So, yeah. So,
good. Yeah, thank you all of you for joining us. Thank you for being here. My goodness gracious.
We got 117 people here, and we're happy to be here with you. Yeah. And so, and I am trying to get rid of these. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Oh, there you go. All right. I just wanted to do it before I forgot. That's all. So oh, by the way, everybody, this is my new shirt. You can buy it on Etsy. It says, "We are not okay." And it's an upside down American flag, which is the distress signal for the Navy. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So,
or can you for the Supreme Court Justice, I thought.
Yeah, could be that too.
Could be that too. Can you read that, Arthur? You want me to read it to you? I can read it if you want.
I can read. I don't have my glasses, but I can read. An old friend died 2 weeks ago, and her twin sister remains devastated. I'm wondering if Manny will send a message to ease her mind. Is she with her mother? I tell everybody I'm medium rare, so bear with me. But I have a twin sister, so anything to do with twins, it's devastating because it is a soul connection.
Yep.
And I do feel there will. The sister will send. Manny will send a message to her twin. It'll be in a dream state in the next 2 weeks.
Oh.
I don't know if this makes any sense or not, but I'm also hearing Manny telling her sister the training wheels are off and I'm with mom.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. I'm in a really good place. There's a wonderful book, Many Lives, Many Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That I would suggest by Brian Weiss to look at. It's older, but it talks about what happens when we cross. And it's one of the better books about it.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Many Lives, Many Masters. But I do feel they're together. It's almost like Manny is telling her sister, you have to finish for the both of us.
Mhm.
You have to cross the finish line for the both of us. I had to go early. But it's okay. You can do this. You're not
That's-
alone.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm
that's
getting.
nice. Very nice. Marina, do you have a message at all, or do you want to give a message?
You know, the only thing that that I picked up on and what I heard right away is, yes, the sister is going to be devastated. It's still very, very early.
It is early.
You know, 6 months from now, if she's still feeling the same way, you might need to kind of step in, but it is still so exceptionally fresh right now that, you know, do not try to talk her out of her devastation.
She
Let
needs to work
her,
with
let
Yeah.
her work through it. But I think she does, and I think that she will get a message. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will make one other suggestion, and it's a shameless plug. Have her go to my YouTube channel. There's a guided meditation called Honoring Memories, Finding Peace.
Okay.
It's for grief meditation, but it's not necessarily saying goodbye. I modeled it after the Japanese ritual at the end of August, where you put names on lanterns and let it go across the water.
Mhm.
You're not saying goodbye. You're saying see you later.
Absolutely.
So that may help when the time is right.
When the time is right. So yes, I have here that you're feeling the lack at the table. You know, she's not at the table anymore with you. However, look at the next one I get. She's working on transitioning, and it sometimes takes much longer than 2 weeks, you know, to have go through full transition. So the fact that we got some messages from Manny already is really good.
It was so connected to her sister. That's why
definitely,
so fast.
definitely.
And I'm not surprised you picked up on it, Arthur, because that would be, it's something that's a little foreign to me because I don't have a twin, but it would be second nature to
it would
you.
be.
So,
That's
People always ask me, what's it like having a twin? It's like, I don't know. She's always been there.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's very true. I do have that resources if she continues after a longer period of time to have issues. But remember that Elizabeth Kubler-Ross talks about the stages of grief that we go through, and that's for any kind of loss. That could be a physical loss. It could be a job loss, a divorce, but all of those things are something we have to all go through. So,
but also to remember, if we go through the 7 stages of grief, that doesn't mean once we're at 7, they don't start over again.
Right.
They repeat, and you can go through all of them in an hour, in a day.
Everybody's different.
But they repeat, but this too shall pass.
Right. Now, we are sorry for your loss, and certainly for Manny's sister. So,
absolutely.
They were close.
Yeah,
They're the
thank you
Bobsey
so much.
twins.
So we had not planned on doing a lot of readings tonight. We were mostly going to be talking. This show is called Letting Spirit Drive, and it's sort of like we go wherever we're led by spirit. So the fact we don't mind doing some, that's fine. But I just wanted you to know that that's kind of what this particular show is about. I want Arthur to tell you about what happened in Idaho at the
it was a town hall meeting.
Town hall,
in the same area as where Aryan Nation was founded. And it was actually legislators on stage at a town hall. There were people that were clapping and enjoying themselves, and you know, nobody said anything about them. But then a couple of people started speaking up and disagreeing with the speaker. One of them, a female, who's also happened to be a doctor, was then escorted out by the feet, carried her out, and it would not. She's basically kidnapped because they weren't police officers. And there's a GoFundMe page. There's a lot of legal ramifications going on, which are legal, which they're doing to her. And it's the thing is, this is going to start happening across the nation because Trump people are being emboldened. And they're thinking that they can get away with stuff. and it's our job to stand up.
Yes, it is. Even
Yep.
if they take us up by our feet and lift us up, even though, I mean, it would be I don't know, it wouldn't even be right, I don't think, if it was policemen doing it, because
No.
she didn't do
But
anything wrong. Yeah,
But they were private security guards,
right.
and they
Yep.
would not identify themselves.
Correct.
They're saying either you're going to leave or you're going to come with us or get arrested.
Uh-huh. Yeah. They are like the brown shirts. You're
Arrest
absolutely
me.
yeah.
Arrest me.
It's like, good, I
Yeah.
need to pay off my car. I can sue you. now.
Yes. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's just very scary, and I don't know if a lot of you have ever watched The Handmaid's Tale, but if you have not,
Yeah.
it started this way.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't really, want to be a negative person, but Arthur.
Well, actually, it was a movie with Faye Dunaway years ago, but then they made it into a series.
Right, but I mean, it started with people taking away women's rights that way.
Women's
you
rights.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you follow Jesse Dallimore, he has it on his channel.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
And he's originally from Idaho, so he had some nice words to say about these people.
I bet he did. And I've been through Coeur d'Alene, and it's a gorgeous place. There's a beautiful lake there, and I always thought this would be a nice vacation spot. And then I found out what you told us at that time, and I said, I don't want to be there. I just don't. It's not my place to go right now. Yeah, which is a shame.
Exactly. And the thing,
it's like, is this where we can't have nice things?
yes. Yeah.
We can go to nice places.
All of us now have to remember that if you live with fear, and if you give in to the fear, the other side wins. Mm-hmm. And they know that a lot of people are going to, nobody really wants to be arrested and, spend the night in jail or so on and so forth. If you don't speak up, remember, when it comes to someone locking you up, no one will be there to speak up for you. Right. So start practicing that now. You don't have to get vigilant. You don't have to get yet aggressive or whatever. But, oh my gosh, what his name has gone out of my head right now. The Good Trouble.
Oh, John Lewis?
Yes, John Lewis. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good Trouble.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Stand up and say this is wrong. Yeah. You can't do that. Or start taking pictures of the people that are doing that.
Right.
They can't arrest everyone.
That's right.
So they arrest you. Okay, they're going to take your mugshot. What are they going to charge you with? Mm-hmm. And then you can turn around and sue them for unlawful retention and kidnapping or whatever else you can.
So what we can do. I'm sorry, Arthur, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, there's a quote at the Holocaust Memorial Museum that says, first they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist.
Right.
Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I'm not a trade unionist. Mm-hmm. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I'm not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me.
Right. Yeah. We are all each other. Yes. We are. We're just all each other.
And there's a much longer version of that.
Yes.
But it's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. So there are things we can do, especially some of us who are older and don't want to go out and do that. On the 28th, which is Friday, it is a day of no buying anything. No gas, not food, not fast food, not anything.
Yeah.
And you could also either get out of Facebook and some of those things, or just shut it down for the day, lock it down for the day, and do everything that you can do in that that is a way of doing this. Let them suffer where the money is, because that's really the key to all of this is the greed. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I've been talking about, there's a really great app called Goods Unite Us.
Okay.
And it tells you, lists all the companies, all different varying companies, and it tells you which percentage they donate to which party.
Yes.
So you know where your dollars are going.
That's right.
Yep.
I already have boycotted several. You know, I will never walk into a Walmart again. I don't buy, you know.
I'm allergic to rayons, so that's another story.
That's another reason. Yeah. It's hard though. There are people that live in rural areas where Walmart's the only store they can go to. And of course I understand you have to go to Walmart. But if you have the choice and you can go to a local store, then that's the best thing to do. Yeah.
And
Target has reported a loss, 4% in a month.
And,
it's going to get worse.
Wow.
And I can't believe that Ron DeSantis is suing Target because they had a pride display last year.
This
is
what all
it
the
is.
things happening in the world. This is the hill he wants to die on.
Yeah, it is. Well, and then we were just talking about MSNBC firing Joy Reid, Jonathan Capehart, Ayman Mohadeen, and Katie Fang, and Alex Wagner is cut back. Now, Arthur told us that apparently there's a new show with Michael Steele
and Michael Steele.
Simone.
They usually have on weekends. We're going to be on.
Yeah,
nightly.
but it's not a nightly show.
No. The one that they had on the weekend is now going to.
They're going to bring to a nightly show. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
but it's still it leaves a bad taste.
Oh, it does. It does.
In the mouth. It's just like,
absolutely.
Yeah. So Amazon's already lost 4 million. Woo-wee. Wow. Of course, if you want to cut the budget, then why don't we just cut out golf trips and trips to Super Bowls and to race cars?
And
Or don't have the American public through their taxes pay for those little field trips. If he wants to do that, if he wants to do the Caesar run, let him pay for it out of his own pocket.
Right.
Well, Elon Musk just gave him $10 million when he was suing Twitter, and ABC just gave him $14 million. So when he was going to sue George Stephanopoulos,
right,
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, with that kind of money, can we pay E. Jean Carroll now?
You would think.
But what really kills me is that they keep yelling about the First Amendment, and they have a right to say whatever they want, but they don't want us to have the right to say whatever we want.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I've always said these people are not critical thinkers.
Right.
But they're very critical if you don't think like they do.
Yeah. Oh, really? Motivational Monday? You heard that they didn't fire one girl. You said she quit because they canceled? Oh, all right. I didn't, it changes all the time what you see and depending on where you see. So thank you for letting me know that, though. Yeah, that's I know it is. It's all fake. It is all fake.
Yeah. And I know in our way of doing things, or at least in my family, for my son and I, is no, will not shop. I've given up going to Walmart. No. I will go to the local Canadian store or Canadian owned store. I am perfectly prepared to pay $1 or $2 more per item because I know that's where it's going to go. Right. We've also narrowed down the amount of places that if we do want to go out for dinner, if we do want to have fast food and so on, that we are not going to American-owned fast food chains and so on. And it's a conscious decision to support where we want to support. And
that's right.
Believe me, it is hard for me because Amazon was my go-to.
Oh, sure. It's a lot of people's go-to, Marina.
My
Yeah.
go-to.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately, it still is sort of mine, but I watch
A lot of us have. Yeah. I mean, I get just deliveries and yeah, but I'm just stopping. If I can have a choice, I make the other choice.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
But
Yeah.
like when I give readings and I give like book suggestions and other things like the sage spray, I give links because it's easy. But those links were put on my emails before.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
All of this.
Yeah.
But it is
well,
what it
Etsy is a great place to go because those are all small businesses, and you
and
just
that's
have
the
to
only
wait.
thing about Amazon I feel bad is there's a lot of small businesses connected to Amazon. So
Yep, that's true. We got a couple more things, and then we'll take another question. So tell people what you signed today, Marina. You and your son.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. There
Okay.
and this is for all my Canadian friends because it is a Canadian petition that was started a few days ago, and it is being supported by oh my gosh, Charlie
Angus. Yeah.
Charlie Angus. And the petition is, Dear Prime Minister, we ask you to please revoke the citizenship, Canadian dual citizenship given to Elon Musk. Based on the things that he has done and so on and so forth, we are asking you to revoke his citizenship.
Yes.
So I couldn't sign it fast enough.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and I would do it if they had it for here, believe me.
Yes.
I don't know that anybody would do it, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
so
awesome.
Thank you, Suzanne. And yes, for my fellow Canadians. Yeah, and all you have to do is Google revoke Elon Musk, and boom, there it comes up.
Boom, it comes up. Yeah. I know. I absolutely love it. I love it.
I mean, his hair plugs, would that be considered gender affirming care?
Yes, it is, actually. I saw that somewhere. Yes, it is. That, and he had his chin operated on.
He looked like Gollum before the plastic surgery.
Yeah.
So
he's
entertainment purposes only, don't sue me. It's just my opinion.
I know, it's just our opinion. So today the best thing that happened that I saw was Macron, the president of France.
Oh, yes.
Sitting in the great Oval Office with you know who, and talking about the war in Ukraine and giving money and so forth. And Donald, says, well, this and that. And Macron touches him on the arm and says, but blah, 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 blah.
He corrected him.
He corrected him.
He corrected him. Yes, you're right, Chandel. His face was priceless. And he'd say, what was it? He kind of went, well, And then
they were asking, would you ever consider Putin a dictator? He goes, well, I don't like to throw that word around. Well, that's what you just called Zelensky.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't hear him say that. That's great. Oh, that's great. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. And what was Trump tried to get in there. And the Europe had loaned the money to Ukraine, and Macron said, no, we gave them the money. Okay, we can. We have, we are holding on to, I don't know, $130 billion that we have Russian assets that we have seized. We can use the we can't necessarily touch the asset itself until things are decided in a court of law, international law, which we respect international law. But any profits from those things we can seize, and naturally that money should go to Ukraine first, since they were the ones that were attacked by Russia.
It was the best thing he could have ever done. I know.
Yes.
I know. Yes.
And we get to see
we get tomorrow to see if Keir Starmer does the same thing from the UK.
Yes.
I wouldn't. Yeah. Oh my God.
I
Lots of
can't.
egg on his face.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
not-
know, he left that and he was in the back and their ketchup was flying all over the place.
I'm sure, and he's probably gonna make. Oh, he's a very bad person. Can you see him writing that in the middle of the
Yes.
night? Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's
Yeah, he's-
useless. I mean,
He's not a good
no
leader.
good.
He's
We're going to
never.
call it American fries again.
Yes,
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
that's right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. So Marie Sutton, you put this up and I am mortified by reading this. And so let's see if we can get some kind of an answer. Maybe Arthur can, but her nephew was murdered on Thursday. He was intentionally run over, truck on his chest. A woman was arrested. Did he know her? He was talking, but tapped on the window of the truck at a gas pump and they spoke. What happened? Wow. This is horrible. I'm so sorry, Marie.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
He went fast.
Mhm.
Yes.
He went extremely fast. The woman was deranged.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's mental issues.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Total misunderstanding.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. She's
I'm
And
not getting
Marie-
much more than that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm getting that. Yeah. This. I'm getting that she is. She's foreign. And that. Yeah. She. Yeah. She is not in her. Not in her right mind, and she did
Mhm.
absolutely whatever. I think that he tapped on her window to tell her that, it almost feels like, oh, by the way, your, front headlight is out or whatnot.
Mhm.
And
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
and she took it a step too far.
That's kind of what I get in my cards. The first card I get is protection. She felt like he was
Threatened.
threatening her.
Yeah.
But the creation was all in her mind.
Yeah.
And she killed him. She severed that life. And wow.
Yeah.
I am so very sorry. That is, you just don't know who you can talk to out there. And that's an awful way to live.
Yes.
Especially, us feeling as though it was something he did that was out of
Yeah.
kindness. You know?
Yes. Yeah. But he did not do anything wrong.
I'm so sorry.
We send lots of prayers for your loss, Marie, and certainly for the rest of your family.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, Celtic Seer is saying Merz, the new German chancellor, is a Scorpio, not to be messed with. Weidel's grandfather was a Nazi lawyer. Wow. I was so glad to see that man won. Yeah.
Yes.
He was he's in the same party as Angela Merkel was. So,
Mhm.
Yes.
having the same belief system. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Chandel, it is the English. Keir Starmer, I believe, is the name of the
Yes.
English prime minister. Yeah. He's fairly new. I just want to say hello to everybody. I mean, we've got 234 people here, so I cannot say hi to everyone, but we certainly appreciate you
We
here.
can, we just don't have a show.
Well, it would take the whole show. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up just another one and then we'll do some more talking. Annie Moore says she's having surgery in a couple of weeks. Her left kidney stent exchange. Will everything be okay? Long as you're prepped for it, Annie, I would hope so.
We're not doctors. We can't give medical advice.
True. Right. Yeah.
I think it's.
I'm just, you know what? The recovery may be a little longer than you want.
Mhm.
Don't rush things.
Yes. Yep. I've had them myself, those stents, and it takes, sometimes they're okay and other times they take longer.
I feel this time you're just going to have to take your time with it. And I don't use the word have patience because it comes from a Latin word that means to suffer.
Yeah.
So what we want to say is we want you
Right.
to be present and
Right.
just be there in the moment. Okay?
Mhm. Yeah.
You're going to be
Mhm.
okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Sending you
I-
love and prayer as you go. And
Most benevolent outcomes all around.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
thank you so much. I love this question, so I'm going to take this question. What messages are the spirit guides providing tonight? And that's exactly a great question for this show.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
know there's so much going on and so many people aren't doing well. What information can be given to comfort some of our humankind? That I like. Thank
We'll
you
get
for
to
that.
read an obituary sooner than you think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Entertainment purposes only. I didn't say whose.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this, we are very, very close to kind of being through this. Now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to say, oh no, I don't have it in me to take one more step. Now is the time to band together with other like-minded people, be as present as you can, be as positive as you can, be encouraging, be of service as much as you can.
Absolutely.
But now,
Yeah.
we're so close to the finish. We're so close to having all these people who needed to be exposed, right? Who up until now have been kind of hiding in the shadows and living under the rocks and whatnot. And we've missed them. They've been quiet. They haven't said too much. Well, now they're being a little emboldened. Now they're saying the quiet part out loud, and we need to hear that so we can identify who they are. We can't fix what we don't know is broken. So,
but
and so
go
ahead.
Don't come from a place of fear.
Right.
No.
Nobody here is alone. There's this wonderful community here. So you need to reach out.
Yeah.
You're not
and
alone.
find some fun things to watch on YouTube.
It's a
watch
mad world.
Yeah, mad world. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Old thing. It's just whatever trips your trigger.
Yeah. Definitely.
But the thing is, try and stay away from the corporate and legacy news, which is only telling half truths.
Yes.
And use your gut instincts that when you hear something and you know it's not right, don't question yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When you hear a robot yelling in the background, Danger Will Robinson, it's exactly.
Absolutely. The other thing is this. Well, the other thing is that how he says things that he does, but he says them about other people.
Yes.
Well, I just started thinking about this. He wanted to drain the swamp, but he's part of the swamp, so he is draining the swamp.
He restocked the swamp. What are you talking about?
That's right. You're right.
Yes.
That's perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
He restocked the swamp.
Totally.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. And if you guys, if you're curious and you want to know about what is happening in the US, do not go to US News. Go to the BBC, go to AP News, go to Al Jazeera, go to any of the...
I would also suggest, though, stay away from Sky News. That's Murdoch owned. And it's very, very whatever.
Yeah.
Slighted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of them out there that you think they're good, but they're not good. So you have to be very, very careful. There have been some wins from several federal judges. I heard that the AP, the judge agreed with whatever, and he's not going to lift it yet, but that's probably a Trump judge. And so, we have some of those scattered out there.
For anyone that doesn't know, AP was thrown out of the White House from covering anything from off of Air Force One. AP is a nonprofit.
Right.
It's not
And it's
political
huge. It's been around for
whatsoever.
thousands, hundreds of
And
years.
anytime a president gave their first question, always goes to AP.
Yes. Yes.
And most news organizations follow the AP rulebook of how, their manual.
Yeah.
And what happened was where Dumpty got really upset is because they called it the Gulf, the Gulf of Mexico and not the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
And but they were listing that it was a international body of water. When he changed the name to Mount McKinley in Alaska, everybody was upset about it. But AP still followed it. A president can name national parks or whatever. But this was an international body of water.
Right.
So I'm just calling it the Gulf, formerly known as the Gulf of
That's right. But listen, everybody, Google did change it on their map. And today somebody sent me, it's probably not there anymore, but there was a screenshot of where is the location of the, what's that?
The Kremlin?
The Kremlin. Where's the location of the Kremlin? Thank you. And it was at Mar-a-Lago.
Hey, if it works for you, it works for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
And if you go into a Starbucks, they've just got 13 things off their menu, but ask them if you can have a Canadiano. Did you hear about that? They changed Americano to Canadiano.
Canadiano. Wow.
Isn't that great? We just love our Canada. Oh, the Kremlin West. Is that what it said, Janet? Okay.
Yeah, things are definitely heating up. And those of you, if you have ever heard me before, I'm excited about the changes that are coming. I'm trying to keep everyone focused and positive, because I think that what we are going to witness is going to shock and surprise everyone in terms of who and how they're involved. But then as soon as that happens, we're going to be able to put the pieces together. And I see many people going, of course, this went to this, went to this, went to this.
Yes, it will be much easier to see.
It's going to be like, remember when we were kids, everybody had a black and white TV and somebody had a color TV in the neighborhood. You went and go watched it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or like,
especially the Wizard of Oz, because you could see it change. Yeah.
Well, the Wizard of Oz originally was not shot in black and white. It was sepia.
Right.
The very opening. And so then went to color, so it was like, because sepia was the Dust Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
At least that's what Ray Bolger told me. So.
Well, and there's a lot of things, a lot of people that got really sick because Margaret Hamilton and the Tin Man, and I think the Wicked Witch of the West, the spray paint they put on them.
Okay. Margaret Hamilton, what happened to her was, first of all, the paint had lead in it. The makeup had lead in it. Yeah. So the elevator didn't go down fast enough. So when the ball of flame came up, they had to she caught on fire. Also, when they were filming where she's on the broomstick and it's saying "Surrender, Dorothy," or Dorothy Surrender, whatever it was, they actually had she was sitting on a pipe, and they were like hot, flames and everything going out through that pipe that she was sitting on, and kind of like exploded. And the first Tin Man was Buddy Ebsen, right? And he got really, really sick because of the makeup, the paint, and so that's where they brought in Jack Haley Jr.
Okay.
Now, originally they were going to try and give it to Ray Bolger, but his contract was originally he would always be the Scarecrow.
Okay. So he did a good Scarecrow, but also the snow that came down in the poppy fields was
asbestos.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know.
And all the Munchkins were known as little people. Most of them came from Germany.
Oh, really?
And the problem was they couldn't say W's. So when they were
The
doing the
Wicked
original
Witch.
"Ding Dong, the bitch is dead," they thought they were all like joking, and they couldn't say W's, so they had to redub. And again, I got the pleasure of getting to know Ray Bolger back in 1984 when I first came to LA, and so the stories he would tell me were just amazing.
Yeah,
that's where all this information comes from, directly from him.
Sure. Well, then you've got the right information. That's perfect. Thank you. I just love that whole movie and all the stories around it. It's just amazing to me. Yeah.
Oh God, there was one. I do watch RuPaul now and then, and Jinx Monsoon was pretending to be Judy Garland on one of their contests, and RuPaul says, "So, Judy, what was over that rainbow?" It was a set. It was cardboard.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yes.
Really.
Yes. Don't look over here. Don't look over there.
Yeah.
That's
so perfect.
The actor that did play the wizard, he played 4 parts.
Did he? Oh well, he played the guy that was the
doorman
caravan. Yeah, he played the doorman. Yeah.
And others.
Wow.
So it was like, that's a horse of a different color.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Jeez.
All right. Rose Davenport. This is the aura question. She said she was told she had a purple aura, and one time a Native American lady said, "There's a female following me around, and she's my protector. I need clarity." Purple is spiritual.
Yeah,
it's a great
very
color
spiritual aura, and wow,
you do have Native American protection. Do you admit, Rose, is there a Native American blood within your family somewhere? Because you're protected.
Wow. That's awesome.
And also sometimes at night you'll hear whispering and it's her talking to you.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's awesome.
But auras change like mood rings. So.
They do. Yeah, they do. Yep. No, she doesn't, she said. So it's probably from a past life then, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is very much from a past life. And there's I don't know that there is much more clarity in that. Yeah, purple aura is very spiritual, and having a native guide. Oh my gosh, I think I'd want to spend a little bit of time in meditation and trying to see if I couldn't communicate with that guide and say, okay, what can you share with me? What is there that you want to tell me? And then just kind of sit in silence. The first thing that pops into your head, no matter how ridiculous it might seem to you at the moment, write it down, because that's the message.
Well, the purple aura also means that you're very intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
You're a very highly sensitive person, and there's this inherent wisdom that you have. And that's where I was feeling earlier. You were a healer in a past life, and you may have been an American Indian healer, of sort, and also very creative. Like, you just see things differently than other people.
Yeah.
But the sense of inherent knowledge and wisdom, that's people with purple auras, that's very strong within them. So just
absolutely.
I hope that resonates with you.
Yeah. I got here for you, Rose. Nourishment, spiritual nourishment is keep it watered. In other words, they want you to be curious. They want you to work with it because you've got this gift. And they say, if you have some kind of an argument with yourself or with somebody else, call for your reinforcements, because they're right there to help you. You can ask your guide, come on in and help you, your angels. Yes. They're right there to help you. And that's really quite an interesting.
Well, basically, Rose, you're an empath.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You fill out people's stuff.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
To get over it. Get used to it.
Yeah, that's nice. You're sweating as you're listening to this. Oh, it's okay though. It's your choice. Whatever you want to listen, whatever you want to do with your life. Are you in a
sweat lodge?
Yeah.
Have either of you ever been to a sweat or a sweat lodge?
I have, and I've also been to a medicine wheel, which I love That's a wonderful thing to do. Yeah.
I just know
Yeah.
cheese wheels.
Cheese.
I have a number of years ago, I attended a couple sweat lodges, and it was absolutely fabulous,
Mhm.
and just such an overwhelming sense of peace and connectedness.
Yeah, definitely.
And there was no fear inside that space.
Mhm.
And I knew that there was no fear, because at one point we had, like you take breaks because it gets really hot. So
It's too hot. Yeah.
yeah, you open it up, and we someone had opened or pushed back one of the curtains or furs or whatnot. And where I could see there was a couple little mice that were, kind of around me.
Uh-huh.
And I just sat there and I watched them as they, climbed on my leg and kind of went around. And there was, normally I would have done the,
Yeah. Yeah.
not in there. It
Not
felt very sacred, like, okay,
Sure.
all right. Yeah, it was wonderful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, we built a medicine wheel. And what you do is you're putting rocks all the way around, stones,
Yes.
and then you're figuring out which is north, south, east, west. And then what you do is you lay inside of it with a blanket around you, and people go around you banging drums and playing flutes and chanting. And it's just a really powerful thing. And it's for healing, and it's for, I
Yes.
remember that time of my life with great fondness, because the Native American spirituality, things that they do, powwows and other things, if you get a chance to go see them, there's so much sacredness there. And that's what you're talking about.
It's
Yeah.
ritual.
It is. It's a beautiful ritual. Yep.
Absolutely. Not something, if you have an opportunity, do not miss it. Do not pass it by, because it just, when I hear the drumming circle, it's like, to me, it is literally like I am feeling the heartbeat of Mother Earth.
Oh yeah.
I'm hearing it, but I'm feeling it.
Yeah. It's so
It
attuning.
resonates. It goes through you.
It does. Yep. I wanted to give this to you because Marie did comment, and she says, yes, he did at the scene, and she was from Mexico. Yeah. Yep. So it was a foreign woman, which is what you said. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we've got about 8 minutes left. What do you guys want to talk about for 8 minutes?
Well,
not as loud of numbers aren't. Just kidding.
yeah.
Everybody's what? I have had people call me asking for louder numbers. I'll just say, you know what? Those numbers are mine.
Yeah, right.
If I could do this,
Yeah.
I'd be in the Bahamas or getting a facelift in Korea by now. So
Right.
Exactly. Yeah,
That'll work.
exactly. Sitting on a little beach having margaritas, going, Juan, excuse me.
No, it's Garcon, right?
Garcon. Yes, yeah.
yeah,
And I'll have
saucy.
some salmon with it. Yes.
Yes. That's right. Well,
Epitome of American tourists.
I know.
Harry.
Yes, I was a little surprised to find out that Starbucks was laying off a lot of people, and that they were removing certain items, including some of the Frappuccino, which
Lots of Frappuccinos. Yeah, lots of them.
Love the Frappuccinos, but
yeah.
So I was a little concerned with that, but you know what? So it just means that I get to find some local places.
Yeah, you'll find another place and probably cheaper,
Well, we do have Tim Hortons up
here.
We
have Tim's,
Yeah, mm-hmm. And Tim Hortons, they do a pretty decent Frappuccino type of thing. So that's good.
Yeah.
And there was something that I thought we should look into, and now it's gone out of my head. So okay, it couldn't have been that important. Yeah.
No, Starbucks is in trouble. And it's probably, and of course, if there are tariffs that eventually do come,
Yes.
we're kind of screwed with getting coffee from South America anyway. So, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah,
It's called tea.
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 It's, you know, it's really okay. I remember what it was. I wanted us to take a look at, with all of these people in key positions that are being fired and let go.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Who, in case of an emergency, something coming up.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is going to be there? Who is going to be in charge, and who's going to know what to do? You've just gotten rid of all your key people. Let's assume that there is a pandemic of some sort.
Oh, there is a pandemic of some sort. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
in other words, you go to break the glass and there's no alarm.
Right. Or if there is an alarm, there's nobody that know how to reset it, or yeah.
A 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you remember when Hillary was running for president? They had an ad that was like, "It's 3:00 in the morning. Who's going to take care of things?" Remember that? And it's like everything they ever said, they do. They do that. They're, you know, like she was the one that was really bad.
I also like when she was talking about Musk's little muskrat, saying, these guys can't even rent a car. They're not old enough.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. You mean Big Balls? That guy?
Yeah. Yeah. Big Balls 6914. Let's get the name right.
Big Ballette.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep. Dawn Turner, the Idaho lady is, I saw an update on her. She is a doctor, and she says she's not going to say anything right now, but she will say something soon. That's what she's saying. She wants to.
When the time is right.
Yeah, when the time is right. Yep. So I just want you to know that, because I see that. So the Ho'oponopono prayer is very, very easy if no one's ever heard it before. And it is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And if you say that over and over, you can say it about yourself, forgive yourself. You can say it about other people that are potentially harming you. I had to do that actually with somebody who was a number of years ago that was just relentless. And she went away eventually. I just kept sending her love. And that's what we're supposed to do with the Orange Man. But it's hard because we have, you know, it's very difficult for us to do that. So
absolutely.
But also, what happens is when you have a neighbor or someone around you that is not very nice to you, you do send them the love and light that God loves you.
Right.
And they can't take the positivity and they have to leave.
Yeah, they very uncomfortable. Yeah. It is. It gets very uncomfortable.
The energy.
Yeah.
And before we go, very quickly, can we take a look at Pope Francis?
Okay.
I have a feeling that we're going to be hearing about his transition before the end of the week.
I don't know about the end of the week, but I felt he was not going to be around this year.
Yeah.
Right. But didn't you also say that there'd be another person that would be, somebody said this, that somebody would be installed, but they wouldn't last very long either. Did you say that?
That was Benedict. Just kidding.
No, wasn't you.
Okay. No, it wasn't me.
Wasn't you.
However, I did see the movie Conclave.
Oh, so good. Oh my God. If you don't, it's really good. So I get misappropriation here. I think they waited too long to take him to the hospital, which created a bigger problem for him. Not that he was going to probably make it anyway, but they were too busy doing something else is what I got.
Yes.
Counting the silver.
Yeah. Worrying. We're rather than than taking him to the hospital when they should have. They were politicking in the background in terms of putting people in place as to who's going to take over and who's going to be there when all these things happen and whatnot. And now they're kind of paying for it, because now it's a case of, you left it too long. You know it. He knows it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So some of the astrology Celtic seer says fits him moving on. Yeah.
But also, I mean, somebody's been sending me stuff about these books like, well, this is the last pope and this is the end of the world. I'm like, I don't see that.
Yeah.
You've just gone down the wrong YouTube channel. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like these near-death experiences. I started watching one about this little boy, and he came back, and Jesus told him that Donald Trump is the savior. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get me out of this.
Yeah. Everybody is immersed in their own truth. But there is no absolute truth, and so we have to remember that you're not gonna hear things on different channels that mean that jive with something else. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Oh, Mel said that about the next pope. Okay.
Trust your gut.
Trust your own gut.
Heart.
Yes, absolutely. That's the thing that we need to get over to you all.
Ooh. The
most important is you trust yourself. Yeah.
I also went to a seminar this past weekend.
Oh, good.
And he's a hypnotherapist, one of the best in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. And the one of the lessons I walked away from it was when he said, you always hear the word, it's either success or failure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not failure.
No.
It's success or learn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
There are no failures. That's why when people say, oh, I wish I could go back and do this. No.
Well, like Edison even said, I never failed. I just have 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And Abraham Lincoln did the same thing. He must have gone in, I don't know, 20, 30 times to be something. And he was never elected till the time he was.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Things happen when they're supposed to.
Yeah.
And yes, Mary Starshine, Native Americans taught early American doctors how to use them, how to use the herbs and whatnot. There was a good medical tradition that came out of the herbs that were in Europe that were being used. And then, put together with the herbs that the Native Americans used that were available here. That modern medicine is based on those herbs. So first attempt in learning. Perfect. Love it, Lorraine.
Yeah, it's great. So Marina, Arthur, thank you for being here. We'll be back again next month on Marina's channel, and Arthur will be simulcasting at the end of the month. Marina and I usually try to get on. We didn't again this month, but we try to get on in the middle of the month.
I may not be around next month. We'll see.
Okay.
No, I have to be honest with you. That's my birthday.
Oh,
I may take the day off.
Well, I think you should.
Yeah. Okay, then we just might have to do it on another day then. So
we could do that.
Your birthday.
Yeah,
so
we could do that.
Just so you know.
Because I was talking to my twin. I said, you do realize we're going to be 136 this year?
Oh, getting better is that with age, Arthur.
And again, she has the birthdays. I don't. But just don't look
right.
in the attic,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks so much. Please like and subscribe to our channels. We're happy that you are all here with us. Thank you for all your wonderful comments and to our beautiful moderators. Thank you. Take care.
Absolutely.
See you later.
Thank you all. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.